Welcome, Anna. It's a privilege to have you here. You're an honorable member of our board of advisors, so we look very much forward to working with you. We have an excellent team, as you know, and excellent board, so it's a huge privilege. Today, we're going to start with the first interview with you, and given your experience with companies like Citigroup in New York, and Salomon Smith Barney, Raymond James, AXA. I mean, it's a list that goes on. It's a very important asset for all of us, and the point today is to share all of that experience with us, right? So you work with a lot of wealthy individuals, people that have a lot of money, people that have a lot of investment sophistication, so using different products, investing in different places. So for that reason, I think there's a very important for us to share all of this knowledge. We're going to be working with a lot of investors, and maybe not as knowledgeable on this, and we'd like to talk more about like practical steps, right? What are the practical issues that we need to keep in mind? So let me start with one question that's about risk and reward. What are the kind of practical points, your practical point of view, so to say, about risk and reward? What does that actually mean? We hear about it a lot, but I'll let you kind of explain it in like more simpler terms.
Perfect. Thank you, Samson, for having me here today. Privilege for me as well. Yes, so I've worked with many different individuals and families and businesses, and the level of knowledge is obviously very diverse. And what I've realized is one of the most important things that as an investor people should be paying attention to is the risk associated with their investments. And so sort of like the rule of thumb that I always tell my clients is that if you're expecting to get more than 4% return, that means automatically you should assume you're taking risk. And if you're not willing to take risk, then take your money, put it in a bank, put it in cash deposits, and so on. But if you're expecting to get more than 3-4% return, you should be expecting to get risk. So now let's talk about what is risk in simple terms, right? What is risk in simple terms? So I explain to my clients in New York is basically the risk is your ability to stomach losses. Just basically that's what it is within your investment frame, right? Within your portfolios. If you have money and you want to invest and you expect some additional return from your investments, from your money, the idea of taking risk is how much you're willing to lose your investment within a time frame in order to have a higher potential for risk. And there's a very good saying that we say in English. It says the higher the potential for the return, the higher the risk. The lower the risk, the lower the potential for the return. And the finesse about financial planning and advising is to figure out the happy medium. And each individual is different. So my job as a financial advisor is always to help people understand what exactly is their stomach for, willing to take that risk, meaning willing to lose money. I'm not saying lose money forever. I'm saying we'll talk about that in a few minutes. When you're investing your money, you have to understand that investments have volatility associated with them. We'll talk about what is volatility in a minute, which basically means when you're putting your money into investing in any type of investment, the two most important things you have to consider is time horizon associated with it and the risk associated with it.